our lovely couple sitting across from us.
Oh man, I'm gonna go. Shirley,
should we leave the room, Shirley? Go ahead.
The waltz to Cinderella. So This Is Love. Did you pick the song?
I did.
You did.
This is actually a waltz that back in season 5
I was just going to tell you that.
I had submitted to do. And the Cheetah Girls, we had just covered it for like a Disney Mania album. We did like an R&B spin on it, but Cinderella's been one of my favorite. Literally, when I was growing up, it was the favorite movie that was playing all the time in my house. And I mean, I would get in the shower and pretend that birds were squishing the sponge over me, and you know what I mean? Like I was getting ready with all my
some people are thinking of their face right now.
Oh no, but I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like just it was a magical thing, and I explained earlier with another interview that the Dancing with the Stars, my season 5, was a very Cinderella moment for me, because I felt like even though I had done a lot with the Cheetah Girls, it still was kind of I never really felt on like a celeb level, because I was, we were catering to 8-year-olds, you know what I mean? It was just different. And I get put on Dancing with the Stars. I feel like I'm just an Orange County girl that's in dancing and hanging out. Mark and I were at the Spice Girl, Mel B's house, like every night, just chilling, just hanging out, hanging out with Jenny Garth, and like Wayne Newton was giving me real estate advice, and it was just like, I felt that season 5 was like a Cinderella moment for me. Well, week 6, that midnight hit, that pumpkin came right on in and swept me away and reminded me to go back to Orange County.
Aww.
No,
did you, when you knew you were coming back for this season, were you like, I've got to do Cinderella?
Well, I still was going to submit it. Yeah, I was still going to submit it for a waltz again. But when they said Guilty Pleasures Week, I was like, present, I've got it. I have got it. I know exactly what one I want to do for this week. They told us in advance that, because they wanted us to really think about it, and it didn't take me but 5 seconds to think. I know exactly what song and what dance I want to do for it.
It absolutely showed. You looked like you were floating and beyond happy. I don't even know a word for it, and the judges loved it.
It was a dream come true on that floor. It was awesome.
Shirley sitting next to me, we were watched it together, and there were only 2 couples she applauded, and you were one of them.
Aww.
Well, I just feel that, season 5 when you did with Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, here was this young lady that was, in my opinion, from a dancing point of view, clearly the best dancer. So such a shock when she went off, and to be able to have this second opportunity with somebody also like Louis, who is, for me, extremely creative as well. I just want to say to people, you have to vote because she is worthy of a place in the final. She really is.
Absolutely.
She's got the talent, she's got the quality, she's got the teacher, she's got the choreography. She is a Cinderella, and she's been given a second chance. But, chances on this show only go down to the public.
Exactly.
And I've been saying all along, because I've heard from you, and I've listened to you and several people, how appreciative you are of being on the show and having this opportunity. People respond to that. It's special to know that.
It's genuine for me. I said from the beginning, the only person that on the show, the only celebrity on the show, of course some of the pros know what it's like to go home, but the only celebrity that was on this cast that knew what it was like for their dance, for a week to be it, is me and Pamela. Everyone else made it to the finals, so it's a crazy feeling to go out there, and I mean for me with my foxtrot, I had already learned half of my tango for the next week, and because Mark, that was going to be my first week with 2 dances, so Mark was really trying to just kind of get me going, and I had already had my material picked out. It was this amazing Versace material that I was going to get for my Mambo costume. I mean, I was not ready to go home, and so now that I'm on the season again, and I didn't even get a producer's call that said, hey, do you want to be a part of the season? We've got a spot for you. It was like, hey, do you want to campaign for a month and see if people vote for you on? And it was like, yeah, of course. And to be the viewer's choice is incredible. That is such a huge honor. And so, but yeah, I mean, I had to fight for my way on, and, I felt like this week was awesome, but the 2 weeks prior, we were fighting to stay on the show. You know, we were right in the middle of the pack, and that's the scariest place to be.
I mean, it's intense because everybody's so good.
Yes, it's true.
And then you've got the viewers that don't know.
No, you don't know.
You don't know. And clearly you guys are right up there, but you don't know. How
You don't
people
know.
are voting.
No, but I have faith that they can see good quality dancing. I'm hoping that now,
I have faith in them too.
But over
I
the
do
seasons,
too.
they've become more educated. At
Yeah.
the beginning, they're not, but they become more educated. So maybe all that fan base works so far up. But I do believe if you can get there, ultimately the dancer will win.
Because they have, and it's funny sometimes to read what they post. Like someone posted, I think it was on Twitter or a message board, but it got pushed my way that it was like, I really love Louis and Sabrina's waltz, but I really wish Louis had made the choice to maybe slow down the music so we could see her lines for just a little bit longer.
For our waltz, even slower.
And I was like, yo, if that was slowed down anymore, I would have fallen flat on my face. It was so slow as it did. I felt like I was moving like this.
That's amazing.
I'm not kidding. That's how slow it feels like it is. And it's just, but they have, you know, they've seen 14th season. This is their 15th season. They pick up on what the judges say, what the pros say about each other and stuff. And they've learned a lot, you know?
Well, you guys are at the top, 58.5 out of 60.
We like that place.
Yeah,
But
I bet.
you're never safe. And also next week is going to be added to this. So
really?
this doesn't really mean anything yet.
Yeah.
It helps, but next week is really important. And
It
next
helps.
week is week 6.
Helps and feels good, but
week
it's kind of
6,
like
Sabrina, week 6,
I don't want
baby,
to
week
talk
6.
about it.
Call Me Maybe. What was it like going into rehearsals immediately after Tuesday night's performance, right? Last week? You guys went
Right
right
after.
into
Oy.
the studio.
Makeup and hair still done.
I mean, I know.
Yeah, well, for Louis and I, neither one of us really brought rehearsal clothes because I had 5 outfits for Kimmel that night. I really didn't think I thought week 5 was going to be the last week that we performed on the show. So,
surprising.
Or it's week 4.
Yeah, we had no
week 4.
rehearsal clothes.
Were you trying not to jinx yourself?
No, it wasn't
No.
jinxing. I really thought we were going home. It was our second week in the middle of the pack. We were 4th from the bottom. And it just felt like that's where the people that were going home. It wasn't the people that had the lowest scores all the weeks before. It was people that were in the middle, and so it was scary. So for that, it was like just
no
emotionally drained, and then we go straight to
Physically
rehearsal.
drained, I'm sure,
Yes,
tired from the week, getting ready, and now you're in rehearsals and it's
Till
chaos a little bit?
midnight. We were there till midnight.
Wow.
Absolute chaos.
In that situation, did the pros take the reins and go, or
It's kind of different every season. In this case, other seasons, the celebrities, we tell them, go eat, go outside, go do whatever you want to do. We'll call you back in. And in this case, because we have such a great team of not just pros but also celebrities, we made this teamwork. It was absolute teamwork.
I mean, that's what the judges said, that it was hard to tell between the pros and the
It was
celebs.
so slick. The number was just
I called it too.
unbelievable.
I was like, as soon as Derek picked his team, I was like, they're the better team.
Yeah.
I said it.
Well, even though we might have been the better team on paper, we knew with Emmett and Kirsty and Gangnam Style, I mean, that song alone, it's viral. It's such a famous song right now.
Right.
They can just take some of the music video and just amp it up. And we would have a hard time convincing America that it's not just about having fun, but it's also we're trying to dance our hearts out here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, didn't you love it? I loved it. It was so creative and so fun and so clean and technically strong.
Extremely.
Confession.
Yes.
It wasn't that clean until live.
Really?
Even in,
I
in
heard-
dress rehearsal.
I heard you got locked in the locker.
Oh my gosh, of all couples, it happens to me. I slam her door because I saw it was open. I close it and I couldn't get it open. Yes.
So it's like, and I'm the one that was helping the rest of the girls out with what count of 8 we come out, because we go in the lockers and then we can't see anything. So I'm like 5, 6, 7, and then I'm in there like, I'm like having a panic attack back in this stupid locker, like, because it can't get out, and I can feel Louis just trying to get it out.
I tried for
gosh.
at least 8 counts. I couldn't get her, but everybody kept going. And then finally I opened it. Sabrina runs and just keeps going as if nothing ever happened. And it was funny because the other team was in the skybox watching.
Just
They were all, it was
dying.
hilarious. They were dying.
Laughing.
Those are the moments that are like, stay with you.
Oh, we laughed about it.
That's
but
great.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it was nice for it to be that way because, you know, for dress rehearsal, we were also really concerned about Melissa. She wasn't told by the doctor until probably about maybe an hour. I was in hair and makeup with her, maybe an hour before the dress rehearsal, of whether or not she should continue in the competition. And so it kind of was actually nice that happened, because it set a much happier, lighter. Everyone was just laughing so hard. It actually really helped our team to kind of relax and
That's great.
and just have fun out there, because we were a little nervous. And then when I'm stuck in and I'm literally. I can't believe I was slamming like a football player trying to get out of this thing. I can't believe
we had
the
a
whole
camera
thing
in there. That would be funny.
The
Oh,
whole
that-
thing
yes.
did it.
But
didn't
your
just go
choreography,
straight down.
your creativity on the choreography, to say you only had 2 or 3 days, was off the chart. I mean, it was
Thank you.
just little it was the details, the small details. It's not
Yeah.
so much about the overall dance as the tiny, like holding the shoe for the phone and coming out the lockers and sitting at the
Yeah.
just lots and lots of details on top of something can make it very interesting.
Yeah,
It was fantastic.
I loved it.
awesome. It felt like one of the pro routines that they did.
For sure.
That they do. Not saying that. I mean, I
Right.
honestly still don't think that we're at that level in any way. But I'm saying the way that normally the group dances are, like, you have a beginning and end that you do together, and then couple, and that's it. And we, like, there was a time where, you know, Sean and I were dancing with opposite partners, you know, for a transition into their piece,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
and then we did a transition into Melissa's piece where we all were around. It was like
Yeah.
those transitions that just seemed
It was
all
fantastic.
together.
It really was.
It was so
It was
fun.
fantastic.
It was fun
Thank
to
you.
do.
Team Gangnam style.
Oh my god,
Hilariously
hilarious!
funny. Laughed.
A lot of fun. I loved
Fun.
the opening costumes.
Yes.
Their outfits, those colorful suits were
And
spot on.
First of all, I hadn't heard from Gangnam Style till that morning when
Oh.
somebody downloaded it from. I didn't even know they were. I'm like, what is it? You know. And then when I saw it, I was like, okay.
Okay.
And I thought they interpreted it pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was
Oh my gosh.
It was chaos.
chaos
And fun.
in a fun way.
It was fun.
Entertainment. I mean,
Yeah.
they brought what that group does, which in
Yes.
terms of
Smart.
celebrities.
They were clever.
Yeah. And it was fun to see someone like, you know, like Kelly Monaco, who isn't necessarily always very silly, you know,
Right.
on the show.
Right.
Be a part of a group that was like that, and she, you know, fully
was.
got into it. Then Val, you know, ripped his shirt off again, which we were all thankful for.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you very much, Val.
I love it.
Well, and then Gilles took it a little further.
Oh, my
that's
God.
right. The towel
Of
came
course.
off. Oh, I mean,
It didn't come off. He pulled it off and
Right.
threw it. And then when he
you.
runs up to get his comments or his scores up in the skybox, he's flipping out. I need something. I'm like, what do you think anyone has up here to give you?
You just took it off.
threw your costume away, goofball. Like, what
That's
were you
awesome.
thinking?
oh my gosh. Well, I enjoyed the week as a whole. It was certainly entertaining
Yeah.
and a lot of fun.
It's great to not have a results show.
Right?
Yes.
Relief.
Oh, it was nice.
It was nice to
But it's
have.
going to be double hard this week.
Yeah.
Right. Well, enjoy it for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
exactly.
will. We will.